So guys, that's pretty much day 2 or 3 of this video. We did a pretty good amount tonight, guys. We got all 4 doors pretty much sanded down. The only thing I want to come back and do is hit this little molding strip by hand and smooth it out, because I can get this top pretty decently, but the underside is a little bit of a troubled spot with the DA. So I'm gonna come back and just sand along that to make sure that we got it all scuffed. At least some is better than nothing. And then these door handles sucked, which I figured they would, because like I said, this car where the doors were owned by a female, and so they had bedazzled the fuck out of this thing. And they had all of these inside the handles. So once I could get it out, luckily like this side, this piece here came out whole. But the other side left all of the glue. Luckily, I was able to use my Dremel with a small like sanding wheel on it. And I was able to use that and smooth that all out in there. So that's looking pretty minty. Got the front one done as well. And guys, I'm gonna be real with you. I've been sanding pretty much the entire car, believe it or not, with all different types of sandpaper, because see, I prepped myself to try to get the wrap off with 60 grit. So I have a shit ton of 60 grit. The only problem with 60 grit is it's just it's too coarse. So like it'll chew up everything. So to save from using it, I used up everything I had before you hit the 60 grit. So the hood is done with 120. The trunk is done with 120 and a little bit of 80 grit. And then this door is done with, I want to say pretty much all 80 grit. This door is done with 80. Yeah, pretty much completely 80 grit. And then on the other side, I have done this door with 60 grit and this door with 60 grit. So these two, you can tell it wanted to burn through. I was being as light as possible, but it wanted to burn through everywhere the edges were. Luckily for me, I'm not a perfectionist and I could give a shit about the body line. I just want this thing to be all matching and uniform. So that being said, what I do want to try to do is pick up some more. I need to get like a huge thing of 220 and 320. I think that's what I'm gonna jump on Amazon and look for, because right now I can't afford to do 60 grit. I can't afford to do 80 grits and stuff like that, because I'm not gonna BS this car. I'm not gonna just try to high build the metal spots. I'm gonna high build the entire freaking car, and I'm talking like probably 2 coats. So it's gonna be one thick ass high build layer on there. And yeah, of course it's gonna take a couple of days for it to cure enough to be sanding it. But again, if I could just get it high build ASAP, I don't really have to paint it until I'm out for Christmas. So I just want to get this thing completely high build, and then we get some good sandpapers. See, I got plenty from 1,000 up. Like I got 1,000, 1,500, all the way up to like 2K. So I have plenty of that stuff, but I just need more of the kind of middle range stuff. Like when you get ready to paint and you do stuff like high build, I think the best options is really like 800, 600, 800 to smooth it down some. Most of the time, like when I did Nisha's car, we just regular primed it, and I only used 220. And I mean, that thing, it was wet for the 2 weeks it was wet, and that cheap single stage from eBay it went to shit really quick. But anyway, yeah, man, we are making progress on this thing. I'm super excited. Yeah, guys, it is coming along, and I can't wait to get this video out to y'all, man, because right now, I know you guys don't know what I'm going through. Yeah, I guess we'll pick this video up when we continue sanding it down. Alright guys, so we got pretty much both bumpers are done. I think the only thing left to do is I got to do the bottom of the passenger doors. I did not go down there with that 60 grit I had, but now I think I got enough 180 left to do the bottom of the doors over there. Yeah, I probably got 8 to 10 more, so that should be way more than enough. So what I think I'm gonna do now is go ahead and knock the bottom of them doors out, and then take a piece and just run it down the molding part of the door on each side, and that way I know I got the top and the bottoms of that done. And yeah guys, that should be pretty much it for sanding, man. That should be pretty much it for sanding. Now what I'm gonna try to do is tomorrow, hopefully we can go ahead and lay the primer on this thing. If we can get it primed, then I'll be so freaking happy with that. Yeah, we'll get it taped up, we'll get it wiped down, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna spray these bumpers. I don't know exactly the route I'm gonna take. I may try to set them up. I feel like if I might need to go back by Harbor Freight and buy 2 more of these. These are like the workhorses, for those that don't know. They're made, I think, mostly for wood, or I guess like other products like that. I don't know if they're made to use for like hanging bumpers on, but I thought it worked so great. And it even have these little tabs that you can pull up on each side to like hold your work from falling off the thing. So pretty fucking sick, man. But I got these on Black Friday sale. They were 10 bucks a piece. And now off sale they're like 14. Now I feel like I need to really just go ahead and buy 2 more, because if I had 4, I could lay this bumper on another one and spray it like that. But what I may end up doing, I may end up just reinstalling the rear bumper back on the back, and I'll spray the front bumper off the car and the rear bumper on the car. I know with Nisha's car I sprayed both bumpers on the car, so I should be okay. And now this time, what we didn't have when we did Nisha's car, I have a 50-foot reel now for air. Before I had a 25-foot, so at the front, guys, I was stretched out trying to get that hose to reach. So it was tough doing the hood and everything. So now we got a longer hose. When I get ready to spray the car, I'm gonna try to bring it farther over this way to give us optimum room around the car. And yeah, hopefully things will work out. But yeah, I guess what I'm gonna do is try to get those doors done, get this side finished, scuffed up near the bottom there, and yeah, we'll call it a night. So guys, I got pretty much the entire car is pretty good to go. The only thing I got that I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna handle is I got this one little spot of wrap left. That one little spot there that I could not get in there with the DA. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do that. I may try to Dremel and see if I can get the biggest of it out, but guys, this entire mirror is clean of the wrap. So if I could just get that little spot, would be good. That mirror is sand down good. All the doors are good. I got this hood pretty ready, and I went to hit that rust spot with a flap disc, and yeah, it's a hole. So what I can do is throw some rust treatment in there, because I can't feel the hole from the back. You know, it's got like the webbing in there. So what I can do is throw some rust treatment in that hole to kind of close up that rust, and then we can slap Bondo in it, sand that down, and this hood will be pretty fucking mint, honestly guys, no lie. But just in case I don't, because I couldn't find my bundle, so I'm gonna have to buy some more. But just in case, I went ahead and I completely finished up this hood. And I got it all sand down. And I think where it's at now, it should be good to go. Again, we gotta remember that we are gonna be putting on some high build, so all the little divots and stuff should sand out pretty freaking smooth once we put 2 coats of high build on it and sand it down. I think we'll be pretty damn smooth. So that being said, I'm gonna leave this hood where it's at. Got the rear bumper good, got the front bumper good, car's pretty damn good. I'm like 90-some% happy with this thing, man. I don't know, guys. I'm not a painter, man. And I know a lot of people gonna hit these comments and start telling me how I should do this, how I should do that. I appreciate it. Some things I will try, and some things I'm sorry, but I'm just not gonna give a fuck, because at the end of the day, I'm all about enjoying my car. I could give a fuck if it's perfect looking or not. That's just not me. And I mean, if you're one of those type of people, then I don't know what to say, man. I don't know how you make it, because any given day, man, one of these POS Hondas could end up in an accident or anything, and you just lose all your money, all your time. And me personally, I'd rather know that I can do it again quickly than have to be all perfectionist style and make sure each little thing is in place and perfect and blah, blah, blah. No, I'd rather be out enjoying my car. So that being said, I'm gonna just wrap this part up for the night, and I guess we'll probably pick it up tomorrow, hopefully with getting everything sorted, doing the wipe down, and hopefully guys, hopefully we can spray some primer. All right, boys. That is going to, I don't know why my camera is doing this twitchy shit right now, but that is pretty much gonna wrap it up for this video, guys. We got 2 coats on and it's still flashing. So I'm just gonna leave this thing for the night and let it do its thing. I've been fighting the air compressor all night, guys. Like, she is not happy with this cold weather. This is why I don't like painting my car when it's so cold, because it's just, everything deals with like the moisture. And it's, man, it's just, it's rough, man, it's rough. But we got it done, sorta. I'm happy with it, so that's what matters. But yeah, the car is looking a little weird. It's all one color, pretty much. So, well, we're gonna let this flash off, and we'll probably do some sanding, light sanding on this with probably something higher, maybe like 600 or so, maybe even higher than that. And then we're gonna attempt to paint this thing. So I still gotta try to figure out how I'm gonna go about getting the paint. I'm in the air. I kind of don't want to do eBay. Now for primer this time, guys, I use U-Pole because everybody uses it. So yeah, this time I use like genuine primer. So I'm hoping it'll do me well. But I mean, the car looks pretty freaking good. It's kind of weird seeing the quarters, knowing that they were bare metal and now they got color to them, even though it's just primer. That's pretty freaking neat. The only things we got left to prime are the mirrors and the side skirts. I just didn't have any space, so the side skirts are still sitting back there. I didn't have any space to do the bumper and the side skirts and the hood and the and the mirrors. I just didn't have enough space, so I figured I'd do the bulk stuff first. And now that this is out the way, we can set up maybe like a little table on top of these and do the mirrors and the side skirts on that. And yeah, then the car should be fully primed. And then from there, it's gonna sit like that pretty much until I get out for Christmas break. And then we can jump back on this thing and try to get it like actually painted. And guys, I'm gonna be real with you, pause. This is some of Nisha's hairnet things. I'm definitely gonna buy me some of these, because when you paint a car, man, or sanding a car, the stuff that, if you got like long hair, the stuff gets everywhere in your hair and it's just a mess. So I opted to use some of these today to help with keeping that to a minimum. But yeah, guys, so I'm getting a little nervous, man, honestly, with painting this car. I don't know why. I'm trying not to give a fuck, but guys, I'm getting nervous because I don't know, man, my hand was hurting, and it's just like, I don't know, it feels like it's been forever since I painted the car, which it have, because I think I did Nisha's I did Nisha's the year before this past year, so it's almost been 2 years since I've done Nisha's car. So it had been a little while, and yeah, my hand was hurting. I was trying to hold it at the right angles and stuff like that, and it's just like, I don't know, guys. But anyway, we got it primed. I think we'll be good. Make sure, guys, that you smack the like button for me. I told you I wanted to try to get this thing in primer before I wrap this video up. Now, today's gun of choice is the Maxpeedingrods paint gun, guys. I really was wanting to use this for the paint itself, which I may hit them up and just tell them send me a second one for the paint. But this is working pretty decently, guys, for the thick ass high build primer. So I switched out. It comes with the 1.4. It comes with a 1.8, I believe, or 1.6, and it comes with a 2.0. I switched out the 1.4 and threw the 2.0 in immediately, because I know, like, I didn't thin my primer down at all. Like, I sprayed it thick as fuck. All I did was put hardener in it, because I really wanted it to like build up onto the car, so to speak. So yeah, the gun did pretty freaking good, guys. My compressor, though, it was catching pure hell. Running a bigger tip like that with this thick viscosity of this paint, man, I was literally like having to go extremely slow. And man, my compressor, man, it could not cut off. And because of that, I was having a lot of water in it. And then this is an old filter. Like I've done headlights with this filter. I've done I feel like I painted I might have painted Nisha's car with this. And then the air separator, the air water separator I was using, man. I mean, this thing was like, you can see all the moisture in it. So I just ended up taking that off altogether, and I was like, fuck it. I'll just, every like couple phases the compressor runs, I would just drain all the air out and then dump the release valve to get all the water out and try to keep it as dry as possible. But thankfully this is just primer, so if a little water shoots out in it, it'll just dry up with the primer and we can just sand it out. But overall, guys, I really like that gun. I think it did pretty damn good for what we're using it for. If you would like to check that gun out, man, please check the description below. I will leave the link to that. And always, guys, remember that you can use my discount code DFSQUAD and save, I think it's 10% now. So the gun is only about 30 bucks, 40 bucks. And so you'll save that extra % off. And yeah, it's a decent paint gun. Honestly, guys, I don't know that it feels much different than the Harbor Freight one. So that I want to really test with using it with a good paint and the 1.4 tip. I feel like the 2.0 tip I've never really used before, so I can't really say if it's spraying better or the same as the Harbor Freight gun. The Harbor Freight guns come with the 1.4. So yeah, perhaps we'll do more in-depth comparisons on that gun in future videos. Just let me know in the comments if you want to see it or not. But you know me, I'm not buying an expensive gun because I paint a car like every so often. Not yet. I'll get one eventually probably, but not yet. Yeah, guys, with that being said, I'm gonna wrap this video up right here. Like, share, subscribe. I will catch y'all next time. Remember, respect our bills. Peace out.